Do you ever think, I wish I could lose weight and get in shape, then I'd be happy? I wish I had a better job or was more successful in my career, then I'd be happy. I wish I was better looking, then I'd be happy. I wish I made more money, had a bigger house, or drove a nicer car, then I'd be happy. Or what about, I wish I could meet someone and fall in love, then I'd be happy. I wish I had a better marriage or was in a better relationship, then I'd be happy. Or simply, my life sucks. I wish I could be happier. Then I have good news for you. Actually, really good news. Hi, my name is Corey, and today I'm going to turn your sad face into a big smile. Yeah, that's right. Today I'm going to put an end to all the bad days, blue Mondays, and depressing, lonely nights. Whether you're 7 years old or 77 years old, whether you're single, married, or divorced, whether you're sleeping on the dirt in a straw hut in the jungle, in a penthouse in New York City, or barely surviving somewhere in between, whether you're big or small, tall or short, not so good looking or drop dead gorgeous, whether you've tried everything to be happy or you just realize you could use some help, I'll put a big smile on your face and show you how you can finally be happy. And I'll do that without pumping you full of drugs, without sending you to expensive counseling sessions that never work, and without letting you spend a dime on useless books or DVDs that will gather dust in your library. But make no mistake, I'm no stand-up comedian, no magician or psychologist, and I'm not some cheesy guy with a plan or a happiness guru. But I promise you, my 3 Days to Happiness formula will change your life for good. Your newfound confidence and smile will attract everyone like a magnet. You'll meet new, interesting people and gain new friends. You'll find the love of your life. You'll put an end to stress and worries weighing you down. Your body will become healthy and irresistible. Success will follow you everywhere you go. In your career, your love life, you could do everything you set your mind to and live your happily ever after. Well, now you can, because happily ever after isn't just a line in a fairy tale anymore. So, if you're struggling with the morning blues, if you feel sad or stressed out, if you worry about money or your health, if you're unhappy about your relationship or still haven't found that someone special, or you're stuck in a lousy job with a horrible boss, then this is for you. Then today is your lucky day, because I'm going to reveal to you the secret fountain of happiness, a secret that more than 2 million people around the world have used to change their life around. But I must warn you, the technique I'm about to share with you is going to tickle some people the wrong way. This video will probably be banned from YouTube and other mainstream channels very soon. So this literally may be the only chance you'll have to discover the secret to being happy. And if you stick around, I'm going to give you the step-by-step 3-day formula that is proven to supercharge your happiness hormones, and is so compelling and powerful that almost every person on the street will be drawn to your confident smile, wondering what your secret is. Just imagine, what would life be like if you woke up every day with a big smile on your face, excited to face every new day, waiting for new opportunities, confident that you will be able to handle any challenge or conflict, optimistic and positive that today will be your best day ever. Imagine having the physical strength and mental toughness to forge ahead, realizing how amazing you really are, that you are one of a kind, destined for great things that you will start experiencing very soon, that you have within you special talents and abilities perfectly crafted to help you surpass your own current expectations and achieve true greatness. That's the beauty of this program, which I'll get into in just a moment. And it's 100% guaranteed to work because it focuses on proven research that millions of people around the world have used to bring happiness in their own lives. Plus, it taps into a natural happiness hormone you've had since birth that is present in every single person and that we never lose our entire life. Listen, I've seen this working so many times I've lost count, and it will do wonders for you too. No matter if you're just sad, unhappy about your life, or clinically depressed. No matter if you've been to countless psychologists or counselors without any positive result. No matter if you've been popping Prozac or Zoloft like candy and you've wondered and worried about the side effects. This step-by-step method will bring you the happy life you deserve. Surrounded by people who love you, wouldn't that be a secret you'd love to know? Like I said before, my name is Corey Davis, and I've been married to the same amazing woman for 17 years. I'm the proud father of 5 wonderful children, and I help run a successful technology company. Yes, I'm happy, but my life wasn't always this way. And maybe you're just like me. I started without anything, even without a father, and all the odds were against me. You see, when I was 1, my father drowned in a boat trip down the river close to our home in Northern California. One second he was smiling and waving, and then Daddy was gone in a freak accident, leaving my mother a widow with 10 children to raise and support, all on her own, leaving 5 boys and 5 girls without a father to protect and guide them. Just a month before he died, my dad canceled his existing life insurance with plans to get better life insurance at some point. Unfortunately, he never got to it, and my mother was left without any financial help. I've asked her through the years, how did you handle losing your husband so unexpectedly, leaving you with 10 children to raise and support all on your own, without any money from life insurance, and with a baby, me, who demanded a lot of your time and constant attention? How did you cope with all the pain, sorrow, loneliness, and unbelievable stress you were experiencing? And she always gave me a smile and the same answer. I was fine. I had you and your brothers and sisters. As I look back on those years growing up, I realize those are some of the most cherished moments in my life. A time when my mother showed me how to be happy anytime, anywhere, in any circumstance, opening my eyes to the secrets to happiness. Thanks to my mother, my home as a child was a home filled with laughter, happiness, joy, a feeling of trust, of warmth, of family. Because we were such a strong, happy family, many friends gravitated to our home, and we ended up having 26 other people live with us over the years. From friends that were not getting along with their parents to cousins on drugs in need of a support system and a fresh start. Starting out in her arms and eventually by her side, I began to discover the secrets to happiness. Principles she applied in her life to give her the strength to overcome the tragic death of her husband and become a source of strength to many, a shining light with a never-ending optimism, the spirit of joy, and an amazing example of happiness to her 10 children, 50-plus grandchildren, hundreds of extended family, and thousands of friends throughout the years. The experiences I had as a child were the beginnings to my discovering the secrets to happiness, but soon I discovered the other side of the coin. More than 20 years ago, I left my home in Northern California to serve as a missionary in the drug and poverty-stricken areas of New York City. And after seeing what disease, hopelessness, and bitterness can do to good people, after witnessing horror stories and watching how ignorance and grief leave people without homes or loved ones, I knew I had to do something. I knew I had to stop this evil sorrow growing in the hearts of Americans. And that's why I've dedicated my life to finding the secrets of happiness. I've traveled around the world to complete my quest and talked with thousands of people. I have listened to sad stories and happy tales. And I found a common thread that everyone shares. We all want to be happy. It's part of our DNA, part of who we are as humans. We're all desperately looking for love, success, and health, and we often find it in the wrong ways. The fact is that popping antidepressants like candy never made anyone happy. They just put you into a constant daze, giving you headaches, making you feel agitated or sick to your stomach. Buying every single book on happiness or watching every single episode of Oprah doesn't help either. And I've never seen anyone feel truly confident and satisfied after buying a new Ferrari or the latest gadget on the market. And you can make up your own mind. So bear with me until I tell you a short story. I wish I could be happy like you, Ruben said as I walked down the sidewalk in a pretty scary ghetto in New York City, surrounded by housing projects, drugs, prostitutes, graffiti, and crime. The air was ripe with misery and despair, and there he was, just another homeless guy living on the streets of New York. I was walking down the street one day and saw this older man with long, gray, straggly hair and a long, greasy beard. He wore an old, ripped-up jean vest covered with dirt and oil stains. His skin looked very weathered, and the big bags under his eyes told me he hasn't received a good night's sleep in weeks or even months. He looked powerless as he was sitting on a little wooden stool waiting to shine shoes for anyone interested as they passed by on the busy sidewalk. He was the saddest, most vulnerable man I've ever seen. And as I walked down the sidewalk, I couldn't help but stare at him. We eventually made eye contact, and when our eyes met, it seemed as if time slowed down, and I was able to look deep into his eyes and get a glimpse into his soul. For a split second, I felt like I could see the true Reuben, a person with hopes and dreams, a person longing to feel loved, safe, secure, craving for happiness and joy. "Hi there," I said, breaking the silence that surrounded us for a little while. We started talking, and I learned that Reuben had been living on the streets for several months. He shined shoes to try to earn any money he could to buy food. He was probably in his early 60s, about 6 feet tall and pretty thin. He didn't have many possessions at all, but he did have a picture of his mother and him in Washington that he showed me. He said he hadn't seen or talked to her in years. Then tears swelled up in his eyes. Trying to fight back emotions, he said, "My mom doesn't even know I'm living on the streets." As I listened to Reuben, my heart ached. I felt sad for him and wished there was something I could do, hoping I could bring a smile on his face and some glimmer of hope. But I didn't know what to do. After a lengthy conversation, I eventually left and told Reuben I'd be back to talk with him again. I thought of this story the rest of the day and the next one until eventually came back to his little shoe shining station on the sidewalk. I asked him, "When's the last time you ate a good meal and had a nice hot shower?" And as he thought about it, you could tell he was struggling to remember the last time. "Reuben," I said, "come with me. I have a surprise for you." Hesitantly, he agreed to come with me. I don't blame him for being hesitant. I'd be the same way. I took him to my apartment and showed Reuben the shower, gave him a towel to use, and I said I would get some clothes ready for him to wear. It was a really, really, really long shower. He probably kept showering until the water ran out. It took him a little while to get dressed, and eventually he walked into the kitchen where I was waiting for him with some food. As he walked into the kitchen, I didn't recognize him at first. His hair was clean and groomed. His long gray hair was combed straight back so it wasn't covering his face. The long-sleeve white dress shirt and dark pants he put on fit him perfectly, together with the dark leather belt. But more importantly than anything else I saw was a smile. For the first time probably in many months, maybe even years, a smile from ear to ear, plus a little skip to his walk and a genuine feeling of self-worth. As I looked at him smile, I could tell I was smiling too. Not just smiling, but beaming with happiness, a feeling I will never forget. I felt so happy for Reuben because I could see how happy he was. It was Sunday and I was planning to go to church later in the day, so I invited Reuben to come with me. He agreed. I don't know if it was God or just a coincidence, but the talk during the church service was about helping others and reaching out to those in need. The teacher shared how people throughout the world need us and how every person in this world is important. As the teacher shared his message with us, Reuben started to cry, being totally overcome with emotion. I was sitting next to him, so I put my arm around him to comfort him. But the teacher noticed Reuben was quite emotional and stopped the lesson. He walked over to Reuben, patted his back, and began to share words of comfort and appreciation. He told everyone at the church about Reuben's situation, that he was homeless and didn't have anything. And just like that, members of the church decided to collect some money for Reuben. Eventually enough money was donated that we were able to get Reuben his own apartment to live in for a few months. Some church members had ideas of jobs Reuben could get. And as we left the church, Reuben's look completely changed. He seemed like a new man. He looked 15 years younger. He couldn't stop smiling. I knew he was happy. And I realized something just as powerful. I was happy too. Probably just as happy as Reuben. But how could that be? It wasn't me who went from being homeless and living on the streets to now having an apartment, food, and money, and new hope for the future. But still, I realized that day how much happiness means, how much good it can do, and what my mission in life truly was, to help as many people throughout the world be happy. It's been 20 years since I've met Ruben, and I still remember that moment when I saw his first smile as if it was yesterday. That's when it all started, my relentless quest for happiness, my 20-year crusade against grief and misery. I started researching journals and old books on happiness, studying brain powers and human hormones, interviewing doctors, psychologists, and religious leaders, trying to understand the secret of having peace of mind, confidence, success, and satisfaction. The secrets of happiness. So let me share with you what I discovered along the way. Happiness secret number one: you can be happy anywhere, anytime, in any circumstance. It doesn't matter where you live, what you do, how you look, whether you're too fat or too skinny, whether you're alone, divorced, or stuck in an unhappy relationship. You can be happy today, right now, and start enjoying the true benefits of a satisfied, joyful life. No matter how low you're feeling right now, you'll discover the joy of success, the excitement of passion, the exhilaration of being a new, confident person, and lasting satisfaction that you're living the life you were supposed to live. And you can help those around you experience their happily ever after as well. And that brings me to another secret, happiness secret number two. This is something that big pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know. I mean, they're making $20 billion every year selling you useless antidepressants, getting you hooked on drugs and therapy sessions without bringing one smile on your face. Well, you don't need them. You don't need their toxic poison in your body. Not when you have a natural drug inside you that you can produce and release anytime, day or night, to help you feel happy and experience a new, peaceful, irresistible life. It's a happiness hormone that you don't have to pay hundreds of dollars every month for. A natural drug inside you that works better and is more effective than hours and hours of expensive sessions with counselors and psychologists. A natural drug that you don't ever have to worry about running out of or going to the drugstore in the middle of the night to get. Plus, you don't need a prescription. Just the other day, I was discussing my research with a good friend of mine, Dr. Jerry Red, who is an expert in addictions and depression and one of the best marriage and family counselors in the world. And he confirmed that what I'm focusing on is revolutionary. He even mentioned a recent research study on happiness that produced positive results in a few days, when in the past positive results wouldn't happen even after 10 to 15 years of counseling. That is why I am so excited to bring this to you today, right this second, the shockingly simple 3 Days to Happiness. A method that has not only helped Ruben, but millions of people around the world become a better version of themselves, a happy person. People like Shane Har in Salt Lake City, Utah, who shares his story with us. I've always been a bit sad. It always took me a while to get out of bed and start my day. I don't know if I should blame the cold in Utah or this is just how I was wired, but I guess I've been depressed throughout my life. Not clinically, I never had suicidal thoughts, but I always was a bit sad and dissatisfied with my life. Even though others envied me for my beautiful wife, my job, and my house, I just couldn't see all of that. But thanks to Corey and his 3 Days to Happiness method, which gave me some unique advice. I've read other books on being happy, but it's always the same recycled crap. The 3 Days to Happiness formula is easy to follow, compelling, and really practical. It's made for people, real people with real problems, and it sure made me open my eyes and enjoy my life to the fullest. And I want you to experience these amazing results too. From feeling depressed without any direction in life to being filled with hope and purpose with an eye on a bright future. From feeling alone and afraid to being surrounded by friends and creating wonderful memories together. From feeling like you're in a dead-end career to being excited to go to work each day with another promotion within reach. From feeling trapped in a relationship to enjoying every moment you share together. From settling to not date to having the confidence to talk to any attractive person at the bar. From not having the confidence in yourself to try new things to having many options in life and having to decide what not to do. From feeling weak and no energy each day to feeling alive and energized with a drive to do more, see more, and experience more each day. But let's take a closer look at the 3 Days to Happiness program. Everything's easy to follow, laid out in plain English for everyone to understand, and you're all set for the 3-day journey to happily ever after. Day 1, train your heart. You'll discover 3 happiness principles for training your heart with step-by-step and easy-to-do activities so you can start experiencing happiness immediately. Day 2, train your mind. Day 2 builds upon Day 1 by introducing 3 new happiness principles for training your mind, getting it ready to transform into a happy mind through new step-by-step and easy-to-do activities that help you become a master at not only learning, but applying the new happiness principles. Day 3, train your soul. Your soul is the compilation of everything about you, who you are and who you can become. In Day 3, you'll discover the pinnacles of happiness, not just short-term happiness, but long-lasting and enduring happiness. The kind of happiness that fills your soul with unbelievable purpose, meaning, and direction that help you become the amazing person you were destined to become. And with a method like this, with life-changing potential, you probably expect an expensive price tag, but not everyone has $1,200 just lying around, although that would be a fair price for this life-changing product. And so I decided I'm not going to charge you $700, not $300, not even $150. And because I want as many people to know how it feels to truly be happy, I decided to price the entire 3 Days to Happiness program at just $139. Considering the average person who is unhappy spends more than $5,000 per year on counseling sessions, antidepressant drugs, and health issues, $139 is a complete steal. But my true mission with 3 Days to Happiness is to help people all around the world be happy right now. I don't want them losing this opportunity because they can't afford it, which is why I have a special offer for you. Only if you order today through this presentation, you're only going to pay a simple one-time fee of $27. That's right, $27 today only. Just think about it for a second. Just $27 for a lifetime of happy memories with the people you love. Just $27 for a life filled with success, confidence, and love. And it practically costs nothing, considering it will save you lots of money on drugs, counseling sessions, and useless self-help books. Listen, I don't know your particular situation, but I do know that if you want to change your life, be happy, and start enjoying all the benefits of happiness, like perfect health, no depression and anxiety, more energy, a good night's sleep every night, good friends you can put your trust into, passionate relationships, great success in your career, then this is the program you need to be truly happy, which is why I'm going to make the decision really easy for you. If you order now for a very limited time until the seats run out, we've decided to give you a pass worth $495 to the upcoming 3 Days to Happiness conference in San Diego, California on July 25th, absolutely free. If you buy a ticket at the door, you'll pay $495, but I'm giving you the amazing opportunity to attend for free. And if you can't be there for any reason, we'll give you a recording of the live event so you can experience the conference as if you were there in person. Get instant access to the 3 Days to Happiness program, plus get ready for the 3 Days to Happiness conference in San Diego absolutely free, $495 value. So only $139 plus $495 is now $27. Amazing, right? So get started right this second. Secure your own copy of the 3 Days to Happiness program and receive your pass to the 3 Days to Happiness conference in San Diego absolutely free. All you have to do is press the Order Now button and you'll lock in this very special pricing and special bonus offer. Wait, because this isn't over yet. In order to make your day even brighter, I'm giving you another special opportunity. If you order today, your satisfaction is guaranteed or your money back. That's right, your order comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee. This means we guarantee a risk-free purchase for 60 days or you have all your money back. No questions asked. Just send an email notification and request for the return of your money, and we'll give it back to you in full. So you see, you have nothing to lose today. When you order the 3 Days to Happiness program, and I'm really not taking any chances here either because I know this method will work, just like I've seen it work in so many people's lives. Can you imagine how good it will feel to finally say, I have never been happier? The look on your friend's face when they see you smiling, the feeling of no longer having to sit through counseling sessions, the money you will save from not having to buy antidepressant drugs anymore, finally being able to be the person you were destined to become, being able to enjoy life without worrying about all of the little things that get in the way, being able to experience true love and happiness that comes from sharing yourself with the person you love most. Well, the decision is yours. It's always been your call. You can live the life you've lived so far, full of regret, sleepless nights, and toxic drugs. You can wait for a miracle to come and hope that one day you'll wake up and you'll be full of life, energy, and ready to take on anything. But how has that been working for you so far? So maybe it's time to wake up and go with your gut feeling. Take the road that more than 2 million people around the world have traveled and turn your life around. No tricks, no gimmicks, just a time-tested and proven solution to happiness. Click the button below and say goodbye to antidepressants, counseling sessions, and sleepless nights, and say hello to a new you, a happy you.